Sister Strings. They wrote the string arrangement for this song. And it's a joy to play it with my chosen sisters, to play it for all of you. And I hope you'll receive it in the spirit that I wrote it, which is a calling in, never a calling out. I don't think that shaming is particularly useful. I don't think it reduces harm in this world. I don't think it helps people come out of their dark, violent corner. I was raised by a really violent and abusive person. And that's because he was raised in a sundown town in Indiana. He was born in 1936. He's old enough to be my grandfather. He's old enough to be my mother's father. He's old enough to remember how recently the Constitution of this country enshrined the notion that the folks who look like us up here on this stage were 3/5 of a human being. That was once law. That was once constitutional. And he was abused by that violent white supremacist ideology. It is abuse to indoctrinate children into violent ideologies. He was also abused by his violent white supremacist family. And unfortunately for him, unlike me, there was no one that staged a timely intervention. He didn't find a chosen family who accepted him as he was and helped him love himself and helped him change. And so unfortunately, he brought all that violence with him when he emigrated to Canada, Montreal, Quebec, when he courted my mother, when he got me back out of foster care, when he adopted me, and when he proceeded to put me in the same kind of bondage and misery that he had endured. He put me in that bondage and misery for a decade. And there was a time when I thought of him as a monster. But I've realized that there's no such thing as a human being who is less than human. There are people who behave incredibly monstrously. But I can no longer ignore the fact that those folks were once terrified children being abused. And I can't ignore that about my own abuser. And so I am now at a point in my motherhood and journey and time out of that experience and time with beloved chosen family where I feel a great deal of compassion and sorrow for this man who hurt me. And I think the next step, perhaps for me, is to tell him I forgive him and to go in peace. He's old and he's sick, and I don't think he's long for this world. We'll see if I get there, if I'm brave enough. But I think we are all called upon to break the cycles of abusive, destructive vengeance, retribution that are pushing us toward our own mass extinction. We have to break them for the sake of our children. I know we can do it because I've been able to do it for my daughter.
Amen.
Dark and good. He was blessed, didn't you know? Is that why you hate my black skin so? Is that why you hate my black